YouTube, hello friends and people in virtual world, welcome back to Baggy's TMD and welcome to another What's in the Box. Don't forget to hit subscribe and smash that like button if you are enjoying the channel. Weekend I went up to the Newark Air Museum. If you haven't checked out that video, have a quick look in the video box and you'll see there's a bit of a pictorial view of all the planes at Newark. But while I was in the shop, I picked up a couple of Airfix vintage classic kits. We're going to be reviewing that one. I've picked up this one as well. We have already made this model once. Oops, as we get it off the shelf. We have made the black version from the, I think it was mid-90s that box was. Mid-90s, early 2000s. We made the black one. Decals fell apart. Wasn't happy with it. So we picked up another one. We've picked up this could come out in the vintage classic box. So old artwork makes it all look nice, and that's going to turn into the Royal Air Force #1 Air Navigation School. But we're not reviewing that one today. I should have been more prepared because I've realised I haven't actually got a knife up here with me. We'll muddle through that bit in a minute. Today, we are going to be having a look at the Airfix Vintage Classic Dehavilland Heron Mark II. Cost me £12, which I don't think is too bad for a vintage classic. Looking for the number, we have A03001V. This is in the fetching Jersey Airlines motif. We're not going to be doing that on this. I have just ordered some decals for this to turn into the Queen's Flight, which is a nice red and blue version of the Heron. They haven't come. I was hoping they were going to have come by the time we done this inbox review, but they haven't. Anyway, let's get inside the box. Very nice box art on here. It's like the original box art. I think it tells you where it's from. So the mould tools were made in 1959. The pack was illustrated in 1993. Enjoy the nostalgia with Airfix Vintage Classics. Box standard, we get the call out for all the colours we're going to need. We're going to be using Vallejo, so we no need to worry about that. Bag of plastic, we'll have a look at that in a minute. We will tip the box out, we will put that over there. First of all, we have the colour call-out sheet. Well, not the colour call-out sheet, the markings for what colours we need and where the few decals go on it. So it's silver, white with a bit of gloss midnight blue. Like I say, we're not doing this this version of it. I've got some decals coming, but it's nice to see a nice colour, nice glossy paper for your colour call-outs. We'll say the decals are made by Cartograph, which is nice. And here are the decals, all nicely in register. Not many of them. I'm sure they're made by Cartograph. Let me just double check. Yeah, made by Cartograph. Just says there on the box. So yeah, nice decals. Like I say, we're not using them, so we'll put them away in there. Then we come to the instruction manual. Bit of colour. We've got a little bit of information here on the Heron. Building on the success of the de Havilland's earlier twin-engine Dove small passenger aircraft, the company's attempt to produce a slightly larger airliner resulted in the first flight of the Heron in May 1950. Capable of comfortably carrying 17 passengers, the Heron had a longer fuselage, wings than its predecessor, and employed an additional pair of Gypsy Queen engines, providing reassurance for crew and passengers alike. Early models of the aircraft were produced with a fixed undercarriage, but the Mark II variant, which is what we've got here, introduced a number of upgrades, most notably being the adaptation of retractable undercarriage. With a resultant reduction in drag, although only 150 were built, Heron served with both the RAF and the Royal Navy. This is the Mark II. The Queen's Flight is a Mark IV, I do believe. There's no difference. The only difference between the Mark II and the Mark IV, from what I can tell by pictures, is it's probably a bit swankier inside because the Queen used it. Opening up in the instructions, normal bump about study drawings, normal icons. Bearing in mind, this is an old kit, so these are the older instructions that they've just lifted and put onto a nice new pad, but Couple of blokes onto the cockpit. Not much of a cockpit really. Two halves together, windows, bulkheads, doors. Back ailerons, very similar to how the Domino went together. I have done an inbox review of that. Go and check that down in the What's in the Box section. So then we've got main fuselage, bring the two wing halves together, mount the wheels. Same with the front, mount engines, put it all together. You got some aircrew, which is quite nice as well. Some steps, boom, happy days. Going to turn into a nice model. Hopefully, right, let us get into this while I quickly look for something to open this box with, which I haven't got. 2 seconds. I forgot I've got scissors on the layout. We will do another layout video soon. I'm just having a major load of work at the moment. Work's a bit crap at the moment, so I'm not really in the mood to do anything with the model railway. I'm just about making model airplanes at the moment. But yeah, we got big pile of bits, so nice length. They are raised rivets all the way across with, yeah, very raised rivets. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Obviously, 2 fuselage halves. Bearing in mind, these are old moulds, so there is some little bits of flash issue. But we're going to expect that. It's an old mould. Don't forget, Airfix brought these out, so we've got some of the older kits. So there is going to be some flash issues, just a little bit there. But we are modelers. We model things, so a little bit of flash is not going to fuss us. Here are the people, which are actually quite nice. The pilots have got some flash around them. We've got a man with like a suitcase, a woman who has got a face on the back. There's some steps we can make. We'ls, one of the engine cowls looking quite nice there. In fact, we've got even more people here as well. A little kid there as well. I think that's a man. Is that a man or a woman? It's a person, I have no idea. It's a person of no gender because I can't tell what it is. More engine cowls here, other side of the steps as well. Rear ailerons. We have the 2 wing sections just there. They're looking nice. Like I say, a little bit of flash just floating around, but loads of, I don't know if you can see them. You probably just about see the amount of raised rivets on this is unbelievable. When was this kit made? Sorry, let me double check again. 1959. The amount of raised rivets on this is ridiculous. It's absolutely tons of raised rivets. Even more people. That could be the stewardess. That could. Sprue's a bit bent on this, but looking at everything, all the bits we're going to want are quite nice and not bent, which is good. A little bit of flash just on the engines there, but like I say, nothing too bad. Same again on the last one. Last one's pretty much the same. Got front landing wheel, bits and bobs, propellers, just a little bit of flash on the propeller there. But yeah, I'm hoping that's going to turn into a nice kit. Like I say, it is a late 1950s mould. There's a little bit of flash on it, but hey, we are modelers. We can blitz through the flash, can't we, guys? Let's face it. It's a nice kit. I'm looking forward to doing the Queen's Fly. Obviously, RAF, so we're sticking with the RAF stuff at the moment. But yeah, that's the inbox review there of the Dehavilland Heron Mark II. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe if you're enjoying all this. Let me know in the comments what you think of this kit and how do you think it's going to turn into a nice model. Leave comments down for suggestions you'd like me to do with the channel. All that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I'll see you later.